What's up, guys? Ratchet David here. Hey everybody, Ratchet Davo here for another video, and today I'm in a car that I bought yesterday for $500. My plan is to show y'all what you can do in certain scenarios, because every scenario might be a little bit different, but what you can do to make a little bit of money if you want to buy and sell cars here and there. So let's get on the road. I'm going to drive a little bit, talk about it, buy a couple things that I need for the car, and then we'll make a couple more videos on what I'm gonna do to fix it and flip it, and let's see how much money I make on it. We got our keys. Not bad for $500 so far. Driving for $500 is not bad. Alrighty. Today we're in a 2001 Honda Civic EX. It's the coupe, the two-door, got 2 seats in the back, but ultimately it's a 2-door. And I was talking to my neighbor yesterday because I saw they got a new vehicle, and I was like, hey, what are you doing with the Honda now that you're not driving it? And I knew as a daily driver, like, I knew it ran, and to some extent was probably not bad. And he was like, well, I'm probably just gonna sell it for cheap, like, I'm just over it, like, we got a new vehicle, I'm not worried about it. So I was immediately, as a car guy and having flipped cars before, I was thinking like, hey, I can make a little bit of money, you know, flip it, just depending on how much he wants for it. So he threw out the number $500, and I was like, I don't see how I couldn't make a little bit of money on this car. But I thought it would be great content to kind of figure out and talk about what it would take to maybe get a decent number for this car, rather than just, I don't know, saying putting up for $1,000 as is, because I could probably do that. But instead, I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna do a couple things. There's a couple things that the car needs, and it has a little bit of a hesitation under load sometimes. And I'm gonna clean the headlights, like do a restoration on them, get them clear again. I'm gonna do a full detail inside and out, and then we're gonna post it on and see if I can get maybe $2,000 for the car and do a nice flip for about $1,500 profit. And ultimately would probably be about $1,400 profit after I do a couple things to it. But we're gonna run to the auto parts store and see if we can find a couple parts for it and see how much little money we can spend on it. But I can actually feel it like bucking. It like bucks a little bit. So I'm gonna also look on Google a little bit to see if I need anything for it. But ultimately, I mean, it's driving very smooth for a $500 car. And it was somebody's daily driver, so they were somewhat confident in it to at least get down the road. So that's kind of where we're at right now with this. I'm excited, man. This is a solid car. I mean, right now we're cruising at 60 miles an hour. It's a little shaky. You can see the camera's probably not enjoying the shaking too much, but regardless, not too bad, I gotta say. All right, y'all, and here we go. You can finally kind of see it on the outside, and I'll kind of give a little tour of what I'm gonna do to fix it up. We're gonna run to the auto parts store, which is pretty much right around the corner now, and grab a couple parts, 2 things that I'm really thinking of that I might need for it, and we'll kind of shop around to see if we need anything else. But here you go. here you have it. It's a 2001 Honda Civic EX 2-door, and we're gonna try to fix this thing up a little bit. One of the main things that I'm gonna do that really increases the value is clearing up headlights. When they're over fogged like this, it really dampers the look of the car, but when you clear them up and make them look like glass, a lot of times people really think the car is taken care of. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna give it a full detail, and the camera might not show it as well, but there's some scratches here and there. We might not fix everything on it, but I'd like it to at least be shining to make sure it looks like it's been taken care of. The hubcaps will stay on because they're genuine Honda, and I don't want to move away from that. We'll put some tire shine on after we finish. There's a little bit of damage here. I don't even know if I'm going to throw paint correction on that or not, just because I don't think that's really going to hurt the value of the car given the age and the mileage of the car. But overall, it's a solid car. Running and driving for $500 is not bad. Interior wise, don't think it's going to need more than just a good deep cleaning up some stains. Seats are not actually that bad. Vacuuming it out. A kid was back there a couple times. As far as I know, the sunroof doesn't leak. It's been raining today and had no issues, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't leaking, don't open it. That's my motto. But that's about it for this. Let's go grab the headlight restoration kit, and why don't we pop the hood while we're at it. See what we got here. Raw horsepower. It's been a while since I've had a Honda. 1.7 liter Honda. We got VTEC. I'm not even gonna rev it up to find out if the VTEC works or not. I don't want to know. But there's a little bit of hesitation. I'm not sure if it's coming from that belt or not. Excuse the Power Stroke diesel truck that's passing by. You can also see down there might be a little bit of an oil leak. I don't know. It looks like it could be a valve cover gasket. Might be worth doing. I don't even know if I'm gonna do that because honestly, for me, most every Honda that I've owned has had a valve cover gasket leak, and I don't think it'll hurt the value of the car for what I'm trying to get for it. But overall, not bad. It's already got window tint, so I can't say that it's that bad of a vehicle. Alright, so the scan tool scanned, and they printed off that I have an intermittent misfire on all cylinders. So I'm going to start symbol with spark plugs and 4 spark plugs. So we'll try that. If it works, wonderful. If not, we'll deal with that. And it's not that dramatic. The car drives pretty good. Just an intermittent misfire. So alright, y'all, so that's a wrap for this video. I'm looking forward to restoring the headlights. I actually ended up getting spark plugs instead of a serpentine belt like I was thinking. I had them run the codes. I think the spark plugs are going to be the way to go on this one. So we'll see if that works for us. There'll be a video on me doing the headlight restoration, and I might just do a quick portion of that video changing the spark plugs as well. And then we're going to list it, and hopefully we'll catch a fish and a buyer that'll meet me at somewhat of my price that I want. And then from there, we'll look for another one in a little while. But I'm excited for this kind of series to go on, and this will kind of be season 1. Every car will be its own season that I do. So this will be kind of season 1, and then the next car will be the next, and so on and so forth. But I'm enjoying, I love flipping cars and trying to see how much money I can make and what I can do to make the cars run better and all that. So I'm excited to kind of share the process with y'all, so stay tuned. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave a comment down below what you think about flipping cars to try to make profit. Is it a risk, something that you wouldn't do, or is it something that when you see a certain car or a price you think and you start seeing dollar signs and how much money you could possibly make on it? So leave a like on the video as well, and I will see you in episode 2 for this series. Thank you very much.